Good morning dear students. Today we are going to start our English grammar class with chapter number 6, active voice and passive voice. Till last class we discussed about how to change the sentence into active to passive according to tense formation and according to general rules. Dear students, now we are going to study about the sentences rule, like how to change active to passive imperative sentences. If any type of imperative sentence is given in exam, then how can you change into active to passive? And if interrogative sentence is there, if any type of auxiliary verb is given there, then how can you change that type of sentences into active to passive? We will discuss now in this class. Let's begin rules for conversion of imperative sentences from active to passive. At first we will talk about imperative sentences, how to change the sentences into active to passive. Imperative sentences. At first I want to state you that how can you identify that sentence is imperative or not? Then a common rule is here, if any sentence is start with verb's first form, we can say that sentence beginning with the root form of the verb, then surely you can say that that sentence is in imperative. Then we can say that if any active voice sentence starts with verb first form, then what will you write in passive? You have to follow only one rule, whatever I will write here. Let plus object plus be plus verb third form. This formula only you have to follow. Two formulas are given here: object plus should plus must plus be plus past participle form of the verb. But you have to follow only first formula, let plus object plus be plus past participle form of the verb. Let's begin with our example. Tell Namita to finish her homework. Tell Namita to finish her homework. Now we are going to change into passive. Dear students, at first I said there, if sentence starts with verb first form, then we can say that that sentence is of imperative. Then look at here. Tell means verb first form. After that another structure is given, so we have to follow this formula. At first write let, after that you have to write object. This one is your subject, this one is your verb, and here we can say that homework is as a object. Dear students, don't be get confused here, because Namita is also written here, her is also written here, and her homework is also written here. But you have to mention one thing here. If you are writing that thing verb first form, that one is subject, that one is verb, and that one is object, then it may be wrong, because in this case object will be Namita and subject will be her homework. So at first you have to write let Namita be, then third form, told to finish her homework, as it is here to write. Why we write here Namita as object? Because we know that the complete sentence is dependent, passive voice sentence is dependent on the Namita only, so we have to write Namita as a object. If we are going to change into the next with the next formula like object plus should, then surely we have to write or start with her homework. and this is the formula of changing imperative sentences. One more example is already given here. Please help me carry this carton. Then we can say that you also change this sentence with the next formula, like I may please be helped with carrying this carton. But you have to follow only this rule, because we know that this rule is easy to you. Tell Namita to finish her homework. At first identify which part is the which part of speech, like verb first form. This one is the object, this one is the subject, and this one is the remaining part of the, sorry, this one is verb and this one is your subject. According to that you have to write, let Namita be told to finish her homework. And with this only, rewrite the following sentences into passive voice. Many sentences are given here. Kindly grant me leave for today. Then you can say that, let leave for today be granted to me. Avoid eating fatty food. Let fatty food be avoided. Take the medicine for a week. Let the medicine be taken for a week. Take care of your health. Let your health be taken care of. Please switch off on the fan. Let the fan be switched on. According to this formula only, you have to change all the sentences. Dear students, it's about the imperative sentences. Now we will talk about interrogative sentences. How can you change interrogative sentences into active to passive voice? Dear students, now we will talk about interrogative sentences. Then I already write here, if in active voice, active sentence, do, does or did given there, then whenever you are going to change into passive voice, then you have to change do and does into is, are, and did will be changed into was and were. I will mention here, do and does will change into is and are, and did will be changed into was and were. Now we will write your sentence, then you can easily understand whatever rule is going to write here. Like, do you write letters to your mother regularly? Do you write letters to your mother regularly? Sorry, question mark you have to write because it is interrogative. Then whenever you are going to change it to passive, then according to this one you have to change to. You is plural, so you have to write here. Are, after that you have to write, are you right? Sorry, you have to write here, are the letters. Are the letters written to your mother regularly? Dear students, don't get confused. Because of that we get here confusion. So at first you have to decide what is subject, what is object, then it will be easy to you. At first we know that do, we have to change into is, are, am, whatever given there. According to that subject we have to mention you is written here, so we have to change into are. After that this one is your verb, this one is your object, and after that your mother is the object number second. According to that you have to follow the rules and you have to change the sentence. Now rules for has and have. If in active voice has or have is given, sentence interrogative sentences started with has or have, then you have to write in passive like that, has, have been plus verb third form you have to mention here. Past participle form is given here, like have you seen this movie? Then have been is given here, then have been for this have and this have. If here singular is there, then generally we know that you have to write here has been for singular and had been for plural. Like here have you seen this movie is written, and in this one we have to write this movie as object at first, so we have to write has this movie been seen by you, after that question mark. According to this movie we have to write has, otherwise if this one is plural then we have to write have and be verb third form according to this formula only, and then the rest remain part of the sentence. And if can, must, should, that type of model will be given there, then that remain unchanged, same as it is. You have to write, you have to change only subject to object, object to subject, and verb third form you have to write. Others, any type of changes want to be there in the modal word like can, must, should, that type of words. Now we will talk about rules of conversion for modal auxiliaries from the active voice to passive voice. Dear students, now we will talk about modal auxiliaries. If modal auxiliary is given in exam and you have to change modal auxiliary sentence to active to passive, then how can you change? Then we generally know that with the modal, verb first form is given always. When you are going to change into passive, then you have to write modal plus be plus verb third form. Is first form is being changed into verb third form. Sentence is given here: we may buy that car the next month. We may buy that car next month. Then we know that subject modal plus verb first form, that car is your object, and that's the remain part. So modal plus be plus third form you have to write. At first we have to write object, that car. After that object what we have to write? Modal auxiliaries. That car might be. By third form, bought. That car might be bought. After that by plus object, then by. We will be changing to us already in that table by mentioned in last class. By us, and after that remain part of the sentence you have to write here. This students, it's about modal auxiliaries. If modal auxiliary sentence is given there in exam, then you can change according to that. Only be have to write after modal, and verb third form you have to write. Then directly the sentence will be changed into the passive. And last rule is given here: if 2 plus verb is given, then don't be afraid about that. 2 plus be plus verb third form you have to write like they are clean. They are to clean this area by evening, then you have to write this area is to be clean. 2 plus be plus verb third form you have to mention, that it will be changed into passive voice. Dear students, it's about your active voice and passive voice chapter. I hope you understand this chapter very well. If you have any type of doubt regarding this chapter, then surely you can ask me through Google Meet class. Thank you so much.